Hey guys, so if you want to add a product directly to your Shopify store, here's how you're going to do it. The first thing that you're going to do is to head over to your admin.shopify.com/store. And then from here, you'll see or you'll find your Shopify dashboard. Once you arrived in your Shopify dashboard, you can see this left side options where you can find the product section. Click on that and it will take you to the products page. From here, you can see the add product button, or you can also see the import. If you already have a product draft, you can just hit on import to import your product. But if you don't have it yet, just click on add product. And then from here, you can see all the settings that you would have to adjust in order for you to upload a product. First, let's set up a title. Let's just say this is a classic t-shirt for men. And then you should also set up a product description. For this one, I use ChatGPT to generate mine. But of course, if you're a formal business or a professional business, please think of your own unique product description. Now, on the media section, you can start uploading a new product image, or you can also select an existing product image that you have already uploaded in your Shopify store. But for me, since this is a new store, I'm going to upload new one. And then let's just choose whatever from here. I downloaded this one from Pexels just to show you how you're going to do it. And then as you can see here in the category section, Shopify already has an automated category set up for me, depending on what kind of title you put in and depending on what kind of description that you put in as well. It already has 6 categories or values it has assigned for my product. Now let's move on to the pricing. You can set up whatever pricing that you want depending on the materials that you use, depending on what color or maybe the sizing of the product. And then you can also add a compare at price. This is usually what appears like when your product is on sale. It allows the customer to assume that your product is on sale. So let's say I'm going to set this at 220 pesos. This looks like a markdown price. Now I'm just going to skip this cost per item, but basically your customers would not see this one. Now you may also track the quantity of your product. You can set up the quantity of it. Like when your product is out of stock, when you have this track quantity check, it's going to show up in your customer's screen. For example, when this t-shirt is finally out of stock, like for example, when this t-shirt is already out of stock, it's going to appear in your customer as out of stock and they cannot order this anymore. But of course, you can continue selling it when it is out of stock by just taking off this box right here. And then for me, I'm just going to toggle it off because I wouldn't want to accept orders that when the product is already out of stock. Now, you can also set up shipping right here by adding customs information. Like, for example, adding the country or region of origin, the HS code. And then you can also add here the weight of the product that you're shipping because most probably the shipping fee of this product is going to rely on how heavy your product is going to be. Now, this is only available, of course, for physical product. For downloadable products like PDFs or maybe some services that you can sell, this is not going to be available. Now, you can also select variants right here. So like you can add options like size or color. For example, color. Let's click on color. As you can see, we already have here the white set up automatically because we have in our title we have in our media here a white t-shirt. Shopify can detect that and it's going to, of course, automatically add white. And then you can also add another option right here. Like for example, let's add in a different age group. Here you can see it's for adults and that's it. Now you can see here the category meta fields, basically the summary of the categories that we already have in our t-shirt. And then here is how it's going to appear in the search engine listing. So basically this one is what your customers will see if they search up your store. You can also edit this one by clicking on this edit. You can edit this title. You can also edit the meta description. Like for example, let's just include this sentence. We don't want to include all of that since it's not going to show up anyway. So I'm just going to add that as my meta description, and then you can also add in your URL handle. And once you have it all set and you're satisfied with how it looks like, just hit on save. And once you have saved the product, it will automatically be added to your store. And that's how you add a product to your Shopify store.